in the middle when I do a little dance to the turns daylight. So jump, in a moment. Margella got me feeling iconic. And if you can't groove, she don't want it. Great sex, say less.
Baby, what you talking about? Let's do something else with that. That's what she said. She said, say less. Say less. See what baby got me, baby. Say less. Say less. Talking's only slowing us down. Say less. Say less.
Stop the room when you walking. You rest your hips till they talking. You leaving me no options. Say less. Say less. Stop the room when you walking. You rest your hips till they talking.
From the home of the Bills since way back in 1973, there's a look at Highmark Stadium just outside of Buffalo, New York. And we are underway in Buffalo. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Milton. On the move to his left. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
Hadn't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he will try.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Sometimes it can work out. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Now Milton. Thomas brings it in. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The rookie from Tennessee orchestrating things well. It's a first down here. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory. Down at the 31. From the gun, a give to Mitchell. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. You look at this Buffalo defense. This crew against the pass, issues at times. Ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Milton. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. Here's Milton now to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on fourth down and 9.
Let's go now.
To throw is Milton. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And now they'll shift things around. He's got it. Stopped short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there. Keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Chiefs are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And finally, he's out of bounds, but not before a great return. He's all the way inside the 30.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Now Rodgers. Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. Jacorian Bennett has it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, in a tight game like this, that could be an incredibly important pick six, CD. And remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier in this ball game.
You're right about that, partner, because each side came up with plays to swing the momentum their way. Still plenty of time left for either team to come through with a win, though. Can someone else make a similar play and win it for their club?
Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, 88. Back north. Yeah, Liz.
Score on these guys.
Get 300. Flip again.
Rodgers going to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Here's Rodgers. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
Hey, take 26. Go to 50. Jump out. Over.
Rodgers again now. And the Chiefs are going to get him. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Take 30. Jump out. 26.
To throw, it's Rodgers. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. It'll be a gain of 5. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Marvin Harrison Jr., his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bills are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we're tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. These two teams all tied after one. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throwing is Milton. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right, they did something to disrupt that timing.
To throw, it's Milton. Can't get away, and he's taken down. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Milton. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On play action. Now Rodgers. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Brought to the ground by the linebacker, Foye Oluokun.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way
to the right side and intercepted. Jacorian Bennett has it. Inside the 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
McManus's point after is good, and the lead is now 21-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just...
And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Now Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Bills hit 4-6 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. They need 18 yards here on third down.
50.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up fourth. Here's Bryce Behringer on now to punt. Deontay Hardy back deep. This will be fielded at the 17. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Operating from the gun. Milton. Smith catches left side. And to the 36-yard line. Taken down there after getting 8 yards. Off play action. Milton eluding the pressure right. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked out by Paulson Adebo.
A feather in the cap for the defender. It's been a quarterback so far this season. And another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Oh, he stays up, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Jump out!
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Over the middle, he'll get it to Harrison. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Throw left side, complete to Cup. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He gets this into the hands of Cup once again. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Let's go right now.
On 3rd down, Herbert. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Khalil Herbert with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down. Back to throw. Milton escaping the pressure right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a 1st.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Mitchell is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Go! Viking 18!
Once more with Mitchell. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. And the Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout So as they talk it over, we step aside.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Jackson Smith and Jigba from 3 yards out. And the Chiefs will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series that helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Pickup there, 26 yards. I tell you what, when you're down on the scoreboard, you don't look to your stars, and that's what they do here to start the drive. I wouldn't be surprised if they looked his way a few more times in short order. That one, well designed, and it's a quick first down. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's another first down as they bring out 23 more on that one.
Yeah, this. Get 300. Get 300.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. That is incomplete.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Butker's kick here is good, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong to get things going here in the third.
Turning here. It's 1st and 10.
Check 30. Jump out. 26. Inside.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Open man right side is Cup, complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
Hey, 88. No. Back north.
Get that first down, fellas.
Yeah, live.
To throw is Rodgers. That ball caught by Harrison. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and marking at the 5. Chewing up big yardage in a nice game there. This one goes for 12.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go over the defender's arm now, and he does exactly that. It's a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Get 300. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Here's Rodgers to throw. That's going to be caught by Harrison. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that gets him a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Brian Thomas, 70 yards. And the Chiefs have retaken a third-quarter lead.
They don't want to win this one.
Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquish that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Hey, take 26.
Now it's Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. That's Harrison. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
This is huge. Don't let us down.
Play it safe, boys. Play it safe. 2 yards. Let's go. Can't keep up with our attack offense. Go to 50. Look at you.
Throwing is Rodgers. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? Got to try to go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. He was brought down by Foyesade Oluwakin.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level. Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Put 6 on the board, fellas!
You can make the play here. Just be patient. Just take it to him.
We got that defense down the field! He's been open all day!
In motion right, that's Harrison. Now Rodgers. That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 53 yards. And the Bills have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Butker's own target. And that gives him a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
19 tight, 19 tight, 70 rings, 70 rings. Check up.
Now Milton. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Milton. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing is Milton. Smith and Jigba with the grab. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now they'll audible to something else. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. First down, here's Mitchell. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Here's Milton. Thomas brings it in. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll run with Mitchell. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. inches from pay dirt. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Chiefs answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Extra point from McManus is good, and that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. In motion right, that's Harrison. Here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Rodgers now to throw. He'll get that complete to Harrison. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Hey, take 26. Hey, 88, 88, 88.
In motion right, that's Harrison. On play action, now Rodgers. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 7 catches for him now, and his last one, a first down. Now Rodgers. Looking for Cooper Kupp again, 2 in a row. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Back north.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Pass complete there to Harrison. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. To throw, it's Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. Fourth quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Rodgers again now. Connecting with Kupp here on the out route. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner. It would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Spears is in. Touchdown, Bills.
And this is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together
after the touchdown. Here's Butker on to kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in the tight one. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes a correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
To throw, it's Milton. Short throw caught by Pitts. He's got room at the 30, and he'll be taken down at the 26. Here's Milton now to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Here we go, first and goal. They'll try to run with Mitchell. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. His 7th touchdown on the ground and 9th overall. And the Chiefs have taken a fourth quarter lead. Important extra point up and through. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. Here's first and 10.
300. Get 300. No. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Hey, Mike.
Back to throw, Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Now Rodgers. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
No. Jumbo!
Rodgers to throw. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to set. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. Now it looks like he'll throw here. That's caught left side, the tight end Pitts. And he will have a Chiefs first down. And that's the one that should seal the victory. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
And this is where the mental part of the game comes into play. Defense is out of timeouts. Just hold on to the football. No sense really trying to score. They should be able to run this one out.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Now they'll change things up. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have, because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That'll be caught by Cup. And he'll have a quick first down here as he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They need a touchdown, the two-point conversion, and a field goal. Pretty good start to the drive, though.
Yeah, good start to the drive, but the urgency has to really be increased by both the players on the field and everyone on the sidelines. Got to make sure everyone is up and into this game.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Here comes second down.
Back north. Yeah, Liz. Get 300. Get 300. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Throwing is Rodgers. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Hey, take 26. Go to 50.
To throw is Rodgers. This to the tight end, Kincaid. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
No. Take 30. Jump out.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's putting up a big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Here's 1st down.
No. 26. Inside.
Huge. Don't let us down.
Hey, 88. Zoom. Back north.
Rolling, boys. Time to go get sticks.
Now it's Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
Yeah, 300.
We have an offense.
One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
So this likely just to get the final score a bit closer given the time remaining, but they'll have a go for 2 here.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
One final try now for Rodgers. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. And it's incomplete. Now there is 1 second remaining. So they'll have time here for one more play. And the Chiefs have got it. And with that, they should have a victory as well. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Crack all 80. Score zone. Let's do it. Ready?
The pressure on the defense.
Go trap. 70 ranges. 70 ranges. Let go.
Now Milton steps away. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Bills come up with a late turnover. They're going to back into the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. And like all great games, it came down to the final snap, Charles. They had to heave it and hope, but the Hail Mary ultimately intercepted, and that's your ball game.
Yeah, and you never want to be in a situation where your entire game comes down to throwing a jump ball as far as you can. But in that situation, you want to loft it up and hope one of your guys can win in the air. This time, though, it was the defender who got up there, and that was the end of the ball game. Close one throughout. One team just had a little bit more at the end than the other.
So for the Chiefs, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Bills, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-6.